Hi, this is Sarah from Aligned with Sarah. Today I'm going to be adding to my video series, The Magic of Micro, and we're going to be talking about micro scheduling. So this is a concept that we're going to build a small schedule around a behavior that we want to incorporate into our life so that it will become a habit that's going to take us forward into the growth, into the goal that we're hoping to get to. So, this micro scheduling is really a way of setting yourself up for success and creating a cue so that your mind will take over into saying, okay, this is what we're doing next. So I'm going to give some examples to try to bring this into a reality. So if we want to have a goal of reading 10 pages in, a book every night, we are going to, number one, get a book that we like. So obviously we need to have a book. Number two, pick the day or pick the time of day that works best for you and be real about it. So I think there's a lot of push out there for like waking up early and getting all these things done. And guess what? I think it's wonderful advice if you're a morning person. I do not mind waking up early in the morning, but it's very difficult for me to get things done. So, unless I really love it or super have to do it, it's not going to happen. So, I know that putting those 10 page, that goal of reading 10 pages every day is not, I'm just going to not even consider my morning. I'm going to realistically look at my evening. Once my kids get home from school, it's basically like pedal to the metal, and the next thing we know, it's bedtime and even after bedtime. So, my golden spot, if I have that as a goal, is going to be getting that done in a time frame where I know my kids are not usually going to be home and I'm going to have some quiet time for myself, not the morning, not the evening. So if I want to create this as a habit, very realistic thing for me to do is while I'm getting my lunch ready, I will get my book out. And after I'm done eating lunch, I will read my 10 pages before I continue on with the rest of my day. And that is all those things together, all those things that I just talked about are setting myself up for success, for getting that task done, which is going to move me into a better place. Even if it's a book about nothing, it's reading, using my mind in a way that is very stimulating, where we're going to take a break from all of this reality and we're going to create something new for ourselves. So even small changes like that can make big changes in our life. So other goals, exercise, I talk about that quite a bit. It's really, really functional to have this micro schedule around fitting exercise in. So putting your sneakers out, putting your work clothes out, putting your work clothes on as soon as you are ready to leave the office and head home. So if you show up already dressed, we're going to be cued into doing something else. Another very good technique for trying to get a little bit of exercise in is if you have a dog or a pet to walk, putting the leash in a place where it's kind of in your way and you have to touch it. I know as soon as I touch the leash, my dogs are all over it with wanting to be ready for a walk. And that stimulates me to just take them, even if it's just for 5 or 10 minutes. It means the world to them and it gets me out, it gives me a break, it does whatever. And sets me up for that success of getting a little bit of exercise in, getting a little connection, taking a break from sitting here at my desk or, getting lost in my day when the next thing I know it's bedtime or after bedtime. So, whatever your goal is, be very clear about what that goal is and think about all the little pieces that make that goal work, the things that come together, and tuck them into a place where you know that they're going to work. And looking at your schedule, being honest, being realistic, and going with it, showing up, being real, being cued into set up for success. And then watch how that changes you. When we change, or when we commit to those little changes, they do become habits, and then they create a different experience in more ways. In just, I turned pages 10 times today. We really bettered ourselves and we valued our word. And when we are impeccable with our words, it creates this structure around our words. So the more that we use our words, the more that they show up for us in other ways. So when we're impeccable with our word, or when we show up for our goals, we become impeccable in our word, and that builds into other things. So these micro changes are huge. Thanks so much for being here. I'm so glad. Please leave a comment, and please like and subscribe the channel. I put videos up quite frequently. I do a live stream at least once a month. It's the first Tuesday at 7. And this month's Let's Talk Tuesday is what gets streamed on Tuesdays, the first Tuesday at 7. The most recent one that went up was a really great talk about showing up. So it fits in with this very well, and I hope you can check that out and some other videos too. Thanks so much for being here. Bye now.